Hey everybody, thanks for clicking and watching another video. In this video, I am going to be looking into the current astrology chart. Now, you might be wondering, do I have any certificates? Have I gone to school for astrology? No, this is all just downloads of being an ancient alien soul. And I read and feel and explain things differently. Now, I have also looked into this because I am so sensitive and I am naturally a hermit. I try and stay away from people for the most part, but I'm trying to come out. Very Cancer energy going on. I realize, I can get very discouraged that there are so many amazing people doing this. And it's just like, oh my God, I'm just another drop in the bucket, right? Well, my downloads and my spirit guides have told me no, you're not just a drop in the bucket. Nothing exists except light, frequency, and vibration. And each one of us is a very specific, unique chord of vibration that can harmonize and sometimes is in disharmony with other vibrations. So some people love me. I don't know how many people hate me. Hopefully I keep that down to the minimum. But, some people like me. Some people will understand what I'm saying and it will really resonate with you. And some people won't. And each individual will find another individual that they can resonate with. That when that person speaks, it makes sense. So I am hoping that those of you that resonate with me and that like the way I present it will subscribe and like and continue to watch my channel. I'm also on Patreon. I am going to be putting a lot of my inner secret stories on my Patreon account. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. Links will be below. So, first, the midhaven. Okay, there are specific mathematical points in the sky, just like there are power places. There's a place where you can go that you feel really, really powerful. Okay, well, there's a place in the heavens where different planets can feel really, really powerful. Special, sacred places. Now, the midhaven has been interpreted by me. It's the spotlight, okay? It is the zenith. It's the highest point in the sky. Now, in your birth chart, it changes very often. Like every 4 minutes, I think, is what I'm studying. But right now, when I've looked into what's going on now, it's in Virgo. So to get into the party, we are going to look at ourselves as Virgo. Take the symbol of the young virgin holding a basket of wheat. She's young, she's pure. Remember what it was like to be a virgin? You're like so excited about the possibility of this unknown thing that sounds amazing. You want to share your gifts with the world, but you're a little shy, you're a little awkward. Some of you would rather just, stay in your bedroom and dream about the world. So the spotlight being Virgo, as we look into this, we're going to take into account that some things are might be a little bit hard to swallow, might be a little bit, I mean, when you're a virgin and you're not even necessarily being a virgin, but you're a young adolescent. You're either on or you're off. Remember those emotional swings. Remember how some things were just like, fuck that. You've got that rebellious phase of like, that shit ain't gonna happen, you know? So as we transform ourselves into this Virgo energy, we're going to look down and we're going to look at the sun, okay? The sun is who the party is for. He is the center of the solar system. The center of the party is in Libra. We're going to see him as very balanced, as very, Libra is the scales. Libra can also become very unbalanced at times if something is thrown on one side or the other. Now, a lot of things are going on at this party at the moment. The moon is in Capricorn. So we have our magic mirror moon as a goat that is domestic, that is climbing up the hill steadily. So the first thing that I see that we have going on is the sun, Mars, and Mercury are all in Libra. There's a lot going on. The sun and the moon at the moment are in a square. Okay, square. I always look at square because at a party, the most interesting things at the party is who is not getting along with who. Where is the drama happening? The sun and moon are in square. Square is that complicated relationship where it's like drama is almost definitely going on. Whether it's, and it can swing both ways with a square. Sometimes it can be a really intensely good situation. Usually it's a complicated relationship, okay? That's how I see squares. They're complicated. Most people know what a complicated relationship is. So we've got this sun, which is in a balanced state of emotions, and we've got this moon that is this Capricorn goat not really getting along. They're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Which is really interesting because with the sun, Mars, and Mercury in Libra, the sun is in conjunction with Mars, which a conjunction is BFFs. They're conjunct. They're really working together. So Mars is this very active, he is like the young jock at the party. He can a lot of times show up drunk. I have mentioned Mars a lot in a lot of my former videos and my special relationship with Mars. I absolutely adore him, but sometimes he can really be obnoxious to people at the party, especially if he shows up drunk. He is the one with the sexual passion, the action, the confidence, the I'm gonna show you my ass. And he's best friends right now with the sun. And the sun is kind of balancing him out, so they're kind of dancing, they're grooving. With Mercury in there, the communication is being good. Everything is grooving with the communication. Mercury is the DJ. So he's got the beats going on. Everything's going smooth. Venus, let me tell you about sextiles. Okay? Sex. It's kind of what's going on energetically and vibrationally. Venus is Sagittarius. So you could kind of picture this Venus lover as, well, Cupid comes to mind, but also Robin Hood comes to mind. And she happens to be having sex with Saturn. Now, Saturn, the rings, she is the caterer of the party. She has got everything under control. She has got everything timed. She has got everybody's place, settings named. She's got all the hors d'oeuvres. If anything doesn't go right at this party, she's going to freak. She is getting it on with this Robin Hood lover over in the corner. So that can be interesting over there. Now, Jupiter and Saturn is still in Aquarius, so which makes sense that Saturn is going to be having sex with Venus. Aquarius. All you have to do is think of the song Age of Aquarius and see all these guys dancing around to really understand Aquarius. It's just dropping all of this water. All of my water is poured forth for all of humanity. Let's just make this party happen. Pluto happens to be in Capricorn. Oh, Pluto is in Capricorn with the moon. They're both goats? Well, it just so happens that the moon and Pluto are in conjunction. Remember conjunction, they're BFFs. So, Pluto is the god of the underworld. He is the emo kid at this party. He is the kid that gender fluid, black spiky hair, black trench coat, is looking at the party like, why am I even fucking here? And he's getting it on with the moon. Oh, what a relationship, right? Let's dive deep into our shadow selves, into our emotions, into the waters of everything that's teenager. Like, this is the Virgo experience. This party is getting kind of intense. And guy, whatever, I have been feeling this tension pretty heavy. And I have kind of like a little head cold going on too. Which, now that I'm really looking at this party, I'm thinking, oh my God. All right. So, there's Kyron also. Okay, Kyron is this asteroid that came in. I have a very special relationship with because he came in when I came in, October of 1977, and he's part horse. I think I rode in on Kyron when I got here. But anyway, at the party, he is the shaman. He is the guy dancing around with the feathers in his hair, and he's blowing smoke in your face that makes you start tripping, right? He is the guy that's going to reset your bones if they're broken, and he doesn't care if it hurts. He doesn't care. He really doesn't. He's going to heal you whether it hurts or not. So, yeah, he's a cool guy, and you like him, but at the same time, you kind of skirt around the party trying to skirt around him. It's very common to be like, I don't know if I want to dance with you. You're going to be blowing smoke in my face and making me go on trips that I don't know if I'm ready to go on. Okay? So, guess who's in opposition with this guy? The sun. Of course he is. He's just like, whoa, I don't know if we want. I mean, he's in Libra. He's balanced. He's dancing with Mercury and Mars. He's having a good time. He doesn't want this Kyron shaman fucking things up for him, right? I totally get that. Um, you know, Mercury is also in conjunction with Mars, which is interesting. Now, this is interesting because the Sun, Mars, and Mercury are all dancing together. They're all BFFs. Okay. The Sun, which is the ego, the vitality, the center, the party is for the Sun. Mars, oh, blessed Mars, that young, that male, that action, that sex drive, the passion, and the DJ, Mercury, the communicator. They are having a party. And they're not really getting along with the mirror, the inner, the dark, the moon, Pluto. You know, there's a lot going on at this party. The Sun is square with Pluto. I don't even know if I'm repeating myself, but this is all so interesting that, you know, and that's the thing is both Mercury and the Sun are in opposition with Chiron, the shaman. They're really trying to keep Chiron out of the inner circle right now. What does this mean? I don't want to dance with that shaman right now. I don't want to reset my bones. I don't want to have smoke blown in my face that is going to make me go on a trip that I don't know. Those guys just are dancing around and staying away from poor Chiron. Now, Neptune, we haven't talked about Neptune. Whoo, Neptune. At the party, he is, he's he is who brings it all together. The god of the ocean with the trident. He really can change the whole mood, the compassion, the whole field, the playing field of the party. He's in Pisces, okay, which is another very sensitive. Pisces is the two fish. Very sensitive, otherworldly, kind of want to hide in a hole in the middle of the sun because it's hot, you know, the fish. Just think about fish. You know, sometimes they want to bask in the sun, sometimes they want to hide under a log. It's the only constellation that is embodied by something that lives under the water. So that makes them very otherworldly to everybody else. Now, Neptune happens to be in sextile with Pluto. So we've got two things going on here at this party. We've got Venus in one corner having sex with Saturn. We have the lover having sex with the caterer. And we've got Neptune, this universal compassion, this oneness of the whole party, over there having sex with Pluto, who is in also sextile with the moon. The sun that's having this party, this dance inner circle with Mars and Mercury is looking over there at Pluto having sex with Neptune. This emo kid, god of the underworld. I mean, he's the cool kid. He's my favorite. He's actually right next to my sun in my birth chart. But this relationship that he is having with Neptune, which is the universal oneness, the spirituality, the everything. The sun is like, what? This is my party. You're over there with the god of the underworld and the moon. What do we have going on here? We have a high school party that's kind of separated with, oh my God, the popular kids and the not popular kids. So, being able to see this party and what's going on at the party enables you to really understand in a more comprehensive way, because it's all a party. Oh, so now we have to look at the other placement of the party, the ascendant. The ascendant is the feel-good room. So we've got a really intense party going on with the sun and Mercury and Mars, which are all dancing together, really, really hot and fiery and crazy. And then we've got this cool outer circle, the outskirts of the party with Pluto and the moon and Neptune and Venus and Saturn. We've got all of this crazy love relationship going on the outside. And we've got Kyron out there as well. We've got a very strong inner circle that's trying to have their own party and not be disturbed by these other guys, okay? The ascendant is the feel-good room. So, okay, I've got to get out of this party. I've dove in as Virgo. I'm seeing this party. It's kind of crazy, and I'm really starting to understand why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, which is the whole point, right? I need to go into this ascendant. I need to go to the feel-good room. So what's the ascendant right now? Scorpio. There's not going to be much rest there either. Scorpio is the most emotional, sensitive constellation. My ascendant in my birth chart is Scorpio, which is also, I'm like, oh, I feel it. I understand now. So we walk into this feel-good room, and it's like, you're going to transform. You're going to look at your shadows. You're going to look at this Kyron, even though the sun and Mars doesn't want to have anything to do with him. And Mercury, Mercury doesn't want to have anything to do with him either. You're not going to get much comfort. It's not going to be the sofas. It's not going to be the healing room that you think or that you want it to be. You're going to go in and you're going to lay down and you're going to think you're going to get a massage, but then the sports massage is going to come out and she's going to stick her fingers deep into your muscles and tickle your tendons until you're screaming. But you're going to feel good afterwards. This party is always shifting. It's always changing. It's always flowing. The vibration is always moving. So know that it will always change. I'll do a quick card spread, right? I mean, if I do anything quickly, I don't know. This video is getting longer and longer. But you know, it takes time. It takes focus. And it takes attention span sometimes to download and process things. So, this party that we're in right now, let's see what it has to say. I won't get too much into each card. We're going to do a really quick reading. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So we've got the center, north, south, east, west. All right. What's in the center? Oh, we got 6 of diamonds. So this is definitely a good time. I mean, absolutely, with the sun and Mercury and Mars dancing, you get in the middle of that circle and you've got a lot of success going on. Maybe this video will go viral. Woohoo! All right. In the north, what's in the air? What are we thinking about? And that's the King of Wands. Okay. Wands is very fiery. This is Mars card. This is the Sun card. This is, in my deck. This is the king of fire, of passion, of wands, he's the king. So we've got him in the air dancing. Yeah. The sun, Mercury, and Mars dancing in the center of the party. Absolutely. What's grounded? What's grounding us? The 5 of diamonds. Okay. This is a very... 5 is Mars, for one. The number of Mars. And material, the diamonds, the pentacles, the earth, being very grounded in this middle number, the balance, because he's in Libra right now. Remember, 5 is a balance. It is our human capabilities of balance. This speaks very much of Mars. And actually, so this really makes me think of the sun. So we've got the sun in our minds and Mars as our ground. And we've got this 6 is Venus. Ooh, she is having fun too. With Saturn. If you use this Venus in Saturn, love, with the sun and Mars action, whoo, you got a recipe for success going on there. So what's in the east? What's rising with the sun that's shedding light on the party? Of course, it's the Joker. It's Pluto. He is the emo kid that's looking into the party, and he's having sex with Neptune. So he's really getting it on with the universal compassion, the oneness of everything. The emo kid. This relationship can be very beneficial too. Letting this emo kid have a taste of universal oneness. Now remember, Pluto is a dwarf planet. You know, he kind of feels like he's outside of the party. He's the furthest from the sun, you know. He can feel a little like an outsider. But having sex in sextile with Neptune right now, he's feeling the universal oneness. He's feeling connected to this party, even though the sun and him, the middle of the party, we got to keep them separate a little bit going on there. So in the West, at the end of this party, what do we got going on? Ooh, the Queen of Swords. Crawling in the bed with the Queen at the end of the day. Yeah. This is making me think of the Venus-Saturn sextile that's going on. With this is the Venus-Saturn sextile as well. And the Pluto-Neptune. So those are the focuses of the party, the things that you should really keep into account and how to digest them into your life. You see what's going on. And you position yourself at the party where you need to be. So hopefully this will resonate with you, and thank you so much for watching it till the end. Please check out my Patreon account where I'm going to really dive more into personal stories and how all this shit came to me. I've got books. I started writing my books at age 14. I've been doing tarot and divinations since then and recording it. So if you're interested in why I know what I know, how I know what I know, I want to share what I know with you. Check out what I got on my website and on Patreon. Thanks so much for watching. In love and light, and don't forget the lube. Enjoy the party.